Welcome into the Tuesday episode of the David Hookstead Show. Thanks as always for joining us. I apologize for the fact that we didn't have a show yesterday. Some things happened outside of my control that caused a massive clusterfuck of a situation in terms of getting this done. So my apologies. I know you guys have come to expect this, and that was, nothing else we can really say about it. We don't need to dive into all the nitty-gritty details, but my apologies. Won't happen again, hopefully, and we're back Tuesday, so that's good. First and foremost, Elon Musk has officially bought Twitter for just over $54 a share. Obviously set the internet on fire Monday afternoon, really all day, but certainly after it came official Monday afternoon, and people are collectively losing their shit. And I think it's the funniest thing we've seen since Donald Trump was elected president in 2016. The reality of the situation is the same morons screaming about how Trump was Hitler and a tyrant in 2016 are now screaming about how there'll be too much freedom, too much free speech on Twitter under Musk's leadership. The irony there is very, very rich. It's quite hilarious to me. And frankly, if you are the kind of person who's having an emotional meltdown because someone bought a website, you're a loser, okay? If who owns Twitter impacts your daily life that much, you are a clown. You are a loser. You need to find better hobbies. Go outside, enjoy the fresh air. Because remember, most Americans don't actually care about Twitter. The overwhelming majority, maybe 90+% of Americans don't care about Twitter. Why? Well, they're living life. They're raising their families. They're going to work. They're trying to put money in the bank. They don't have time to banter back and forth on Twitter. Most of the people on Twitter have jobs that are very white collar, that they're able to just sit around, dick around all day on the internet. And I like Twitter. I'm on Twitter myself. I enjoy Twitter, certainly. But I don't think Twitter is that important. I don't view that being on Twitter is all that important. Most people that are successful aren't wasting their time on social media. Now, that obviously doesn't apply to everyone. If you work in the media, if you work in entertainment, if you work in an industry where social media is important, obviously that then is a part of your job, which is what we're doing right here, right now, today. But if you're just some regular working stiff, you don't give a fuck about Twitter. And so I see all these people melting down, threatening to leave, crying and all this shit. And it's just like, get a life, folks. Elon Musk is not Adolf Hitler 2.0. Knock it off. Stop. When you say crazy things like that, all you do is diminish people who've actually dealt with severe situations, i.e. World War II, 9/11, things like that. The comments about who he is and what this is going to be, I see everyone joking about how it's like the last night in Berlin before Hitler took over. Give me a break. It is beyond comical that people care so much about Elon Musk buying Twitter. Look, he's a billionaire. He has the money. This is America. When you have the money to buy something in America and you want to do it, you can do it. That's the beauty of the red, white, and blue. That's the beauty of the United States of America. And furthermore, Twitter's censorship of people has been nothing short of appalling. I mean, people got banned for stating basic biological facts about men and women. Tucker Carlson got suspended for a long time, and then he announced he was back Monday night after Musk, the news broke of his purchase. If you can't even state basic biological facts without getting suspended, then we've gone into a territory that is no longer acceptable. And Elon Musk is essentially brought us back from that. He's the savior we need. He's like our Dark Knight, watchful protector. He's like Batman. And what's really funny about this, if you think about it, if the Babylon Bee never gets suspended for, again, stating biological facts, this probably never happens. Because remember, there was reporting that he spoke with the Babylon Bee about what to do. And then obviously he bought, what was it, like a 9.2% cut of the company. And then now obviously he owns the entire thing. So unbelievable. I can't wait to see what Musk does with Twitter. I can't wait to see where it goes from here. Big day for freedom. Big day for the pro-free speech crowd. Bad day to be woke. It is a bad time to be woke on the internet because you are not going to get your way. Next, Bill Maher. Bill Maher on his Friday night episode. I meant to talk to you all about this on Monday, but again, we had a major fall through, so now we're talking about it on Tuesday. Bill Maher on his Friday episode of his show talked about young people walking around outside wearing masks, and he jokingly said he wants to punch them. Again, a joke. Let's not take him too seriously. He's clearly kidding. He's a comedian. It's what he does. But I understand the point he's trying to make. If you're still walking around outside not wearing a mask, when it's 90 degrees out and there's no one around you, or hell, even if you're wearing a mask in other settings, you're the kind of person that when the Chinese invade, you will collaborate with them and you will surrender to them with no fight. Okay? If you're the type of person who needs a mask on outside alone by yourself to feel safe, you should just stay in your basement forever. You should never leave your basement again because the world is full of risks. Every time you walk across the street, you're taking a risk. Every time you get in a car, you're taking a risk. Every time you get on a plane, you're taking a risk. Anytime you might go to a little bit of a shady area where there's a little bit of higher violent crime, you're taking a risk. But as Americans, we accept risk. That's why we went to the moon. That's why we beat the shit out of the Nazis. That's why we dropped 2 atomic bombs on Japan. We accept there's risks in what we do, and then it's important for us as individuals to decide how much risk we want to take on, et cetera, et cetera. Folks, walking outside alone is the least risky thing you could ever do. So if you need a mask on, walking outside alone, you are the kind of person that when Chinese paratroopers drop down from the sky in a Red Dawn-esque invasion, you will surrender to them without firing a shot. Who do you think you're going to give COVID to outside by yourself? Do you think you're going to give it to the trees? Do you think you're going to give it to the grass? I mean, what are you doing wearing a mask all by yourself alone? And I see people talking, I tweeted this out over the weekend, the Mar thing. I put it up on dailycaller.com, and I saw people seriously trying to act like what he had said was unacceptable. That by wearing a mask outside, you're a savior. This is the fact of the mask religion, folks. And I'm not even some person who thinks that you should never wear a mask. If you want to wear a mask on a plane, be my guest. I'm not going to do it ever again. You want to wear a mask in a restaurant? Be my guest. I'm never going to do it again. You want to wear a mask in a bar? Be my guest. I'll never do it again. You want to wear it at a sporting event? Be my guest. I'll never do it again. These are the choices we make. But the reality of the situation is this, and let's not mince words here. The people that are addicted to the masks are addicted to the mask for one single reason. They feel the mask finally gave them something to be important about, right? They viewed it as they finally got to contribute to society in some way. They finally got to have a little bit of power. They got to shame people. They got to virtue signal to people. And now that's been taken away from them. And they're doing whatever they can to hang on to that. They don't want to lose that little ounce of power. So they'll wear the masks forever because in their mind, that's the only thing they've ever done that contributed to anything whatsoever. And they don't want to lose that. It's really, really, really sad and frankly pathetic. But it is what it is, so it's just downright bizarre if I'm being totally honest with you all. All right, Outer Range. Let's talk about Amazon's new show, Outer Range. 4 episodes are out now. 2 came out 2 Fridays ago. 2 came out this past Friday. I'm addicted to this show. Okay, I'm so addicted to this show that when I'm watching the new episodes on the big screen, I got my computer in front of me. I'm going through the previous episodes trying to connect dots, put theories together. So for those of you who haven't watched, you can watch on Amazon Prime. It is literally Stranger Things put in a blender with Yellowstone and blended up into this weird, trippy, sci-fi Western. It is outstanding. It is amazing. I have so many theories. Now, if you don't want to hear spoilers, go ahead and turn this out right now. But my main theory right now is Josh Brolin's from the past. We know he has a sister. We know he doesn't remember anything before the age of 9. We know that August, the woman camping on his land, she doesn't remember anything before the age of 9, and she alleges that it's because she was in an accident of some kind. My early theory, 4 episodes in, Josh Brolin's from the past. His sister is Autumn, and the reason neither of them remember anything is because they both came forward, and that you're going to see that she has a clear connection to him. Again, it's my early working theory. The photograph that we see in episode 2 of the old people in the 1800s, I think people want to believe that was, his great-great-grandparents. I think that's actually his parents. Anyways, if you're not watching Outer Range, I cannot recommend it enough. You need to go out there and watch this show. If you love Yellowstone, if you love Stranger Things, which actually comes back in May, you are going to love this show. I promise you that. I promise you that. Go out there and watch it, and then tweet me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts about what you think about Outer Range. Overall, I think it's incredible. Anyways, I will see you all back here again Wednesday for a brand new episode.